Are you grinding day after day, dreaming of a better future? What if I told you the key to unlocking your greatest potential isn't talent, isn't money, isn't intelligence? Everything you've been working for, your dreams, your success, your purposes, can be achieved with a single game-changing principle. It's one simple habit. Can you guess what it is? Stick around, because this one thing might just revolutionize your faith, your finances, and your future. You guessed it, we're going to talk about consistency. What is consistency? It means showing up, especially when you don't feel like it. Consistency means turning up day in, day out, staying the path, staying true, not giving up, not saying, I've tried it and it didn't work. Let's check out what the Bible has to say. Galatians 6:9, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at a proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Weary, what's weary? This word means to lose heart, to become discouraged, or to grow faint. It's saying, do not let yourself fall into this aspect of getting tired. I mean, we've all been there, right? Doing good, what's doing good? Refers to doing something which is good and noble or honourable. That's interesting, to think of it as doing something that's honourable at a proper time. What's this mean? It means in the right season, at the right time. If you're a farmer and you sow in the spring, you reap in the fall. If you're in the middle of summer and you've sowed the seed, you're not expecting a harvest, but you're watering, you're keeping the soil, you're cultivating it. He's doing the work because he knows at the right time he will get the harvest. And that's what it says next. We will reap a harvest. This means at the right season, at the right time, not before, not after. If we do not give up, if we keep doing it, if we don't relax, if we not faint, we don't become exhausted, we will reap a harvest. This isn't just talking about your finances. This applies to all areas of life. Be diligent working at it. Keep these disciplines in your life. Let's talk about consistency in personal development. So, in personal development. Let's talk about consistency in personal development. James Clear says in his book Atomic Habits, 1% better every day. That's his philosophy. Have you heard people say, learn something new every day? Can I challenge you? Can I stir you up? I heard you say yes. So I'm going to stop watching Netflix, stop watching sports, stop watching the news. You said yes, right? You said I could challenge you. So why waste your life watching someone else pretend to live for someone else's life? Someone acting. Why watch a game that doesn't matter? Think about it. When they win, sorry, but you didn't win. You watched them win. They don't know who you are. People say, you don't want the news. I don't actually own a TV. People say, you don't want to watch the news. And I say, well, can I ask you a question? Why would you worry about the world when you need to focus on your world first? How can you impact the world if you haven't got your world first sorted? Sorry, I may have offended too many people. But why not instead, in your discretionary time, why not read a book? Why not enroll in a course? Why not study something, learn something on YouTube? Do something to move the needle in your favour, to grow and advance you. Most people spend their discretionary time doing absolutely nothing. Don't expect life to just get better. You need to do something about it. Most people, if you think about it, think about you. You've achieved so many things in your life because you worked on it. Why? Why stop once you finish school? Keep going. Have you ever thought about it? When you landed here, when you arrived here on Earth, you couldn't walk, you couldn't talk, you couldn't feed yourself. Yet today, you woke up, you walked to the bathroom, you cleaned your teeth, you made your breakfast, you got dressed, you tied your shoes, you drove to work, you have a job to go to. You did all these things without thinking about it because you developed the skills over time. You kept working on them and they've almost come, you don't even realise that you're doing them. Remember when you were learning to tie your shoes, how much effort that took and how much focus? And now you can be eating some toast, drinking a coffee, on the phone, getting the keys and tying your shoes all at the same time before you walk out the door. So you've taken time to develop these skills over time. Keep doing it. Why do we stop? Once we finish school, we stop. Here's an interesting fact for improvement. If you improve 1% every day, over a year, you'll have a 37 times improvement. That's incredible. If you just small increments over time can build up. That's how we make changes. This is what the Bible says. The soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent is made fat. Soul, what's a soul? It's referring to your inner being, your inner self. The sluggard, what's this? A lazy person, an idle person, a person that doesn't want to achieve anything. They desireth. This means to crave, or they want something. Nothing. This indicates lack or absence of. So the soul, the inner person of a person, a lazy person, they want, they desire, but they have nothing. They have a lack of. But on the opposite, the diligent, this refers to someone who's industrious and hardworking. They is made fat. Made fat symbolizes abundance and prosperity, satisfaction. So if you work at something, you're going to achieve results. This verse not only provides practical wisdom, but also invites reflection on how one's ethical and spiritual diligence align with God's purpose. That's you. You can grow. You can develop. Next, consistency. How consistency builds wealth. Warren Buffett talks about the habit of starting early and starting small. I say, start small, start early. The seeds of habit become an unstoppable progress. Think about that. The seeds of habit become unstoppable progress. This means if you can start today. When it's a habit, when it's consistent, it can grow over time. Like a snowball grows as it's tumbling down the hill. If you purchase a coffee, just think about this. If you purchase a coffee, let's say it costs $5 and you buy one every day, over 1 year, that's $1,800. That's a lot of money. That's just from one coffee. What could you do with an extra $1,800? Could you save it? Could you invest it? Could you buy some stocks? Could you go on that vacation that you've always dreamed of? Who knows? Let's think about what the Bible says in Proverbs 21:5. The thoughts of the diligent tend to plenteousness, but to everyone who is hasty only to want. Thoughts refers to plans, intentions, or purpose. It conveys the idea of the diligent and careful consideration. When we say thoughts, we just think of a thought bubble, an idea, a quick thought. But this is careful consideration. This is time. This is thought. This is intention. Deliberate means intention with cause, not just a quick idea. Diligent denotes someone who is sharp, decisive, Here is that word again. It simply implies a person who is hardworking and focused. Something we skip over of these words, we don't really understand what they mean. Tend means to accomplish, to produce or bring about. It reflects the outcome of diligent efforts. So the thoughts of the diligent reflects the outcome of diligent efforts, of plentifulness, abundance, profit, surplus. It's not just when you think about this, but when you work hard and you put intention to it, you get a result, you get an outcome. But then the opposite is true. The hasty describes someone who is impulsive or hurried. They lack, they have poverty. So this verse talks about those that are diligent and hardworking, think about it, plan about it, they get abundance and a lot. And that doesn't think, that is just wanting something, they're impulsive, they don't get anything, they have lack, they miss out. Stephen King, he is noted to write 2,000 words a day, every day. He gets it. He keeps doing it. He doesn't think that he's made it, that he's achieved it, that he's arrived. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. He kept at it. He kept going. He learnt over 1,000 ways that it didn't work, but he kept trying. He kept working at it. Jesus consistently he consistently went away and prayed. He went away from the crowd. He hid. He found God, and he aligned himself back with God. He knew that he couldn't do it without God. He had to lean on him. He had to align himself back with God. Okay, real practical steps. First step, start small. You're not going to go from 0 to 100 overnight. Go from 0 to 5 to 10. Start doing something. Start moving the needle in your favour. Okay, next one. We're going to go quick. Build triggers. Triggers. What's a trigger? Tie habits to existing routines. Habits stacking is adding a habit to an already existing habit. For example, every time you brush your teeth, if you say a verse, every time you do whatever is in your daily habit, you simply add another habit to it so that it ties it together. And this is a great way to build stuff. The next one, track your progress. Track progress. Progress. Use a calendar or a journal. Even if you just write where you are financially today, where your relationships are today, then you can look back in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and go, wow, look what I've achieved. Look what I've gotten. Look at how much I've grown in that area, whatever area it is. The next one I want you guys to focus on is grace over progress over perfection. Give yourself some grace. If you fall, restart. Don't quit. Give yourself grace. You are not going to get it right all the time. Progress beats perfection every day of the week. Perfection will stop you from moving. It'll immobilize you. The goal is to keep getting better over time, getting better each time, working on yourself. If this resonates with you, if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. And I'd love to see you on the next video. Peace out.